Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't you love it when you want to sleep but you can't sleep? It's 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Okay, let's just get going. I need some music. I'll just grind a bit to get it going with. And I gotta adjust a bit. Ooh, that actually looks quite good. There we go. So I'll just try to farm a bit. Ooh, how much do I have here? There we go. And I gotta close some stuff. I have way too much opened up. Like way too much. There we go. Alright. Well, good morning, good evening, good night, good midday, whatever it could be. I'll just do some grinding for the eggs. I actually just want to get rid of them. So I'll start with a bit of Moongolo. And then I'll switch over to... Oh yeah, let's turn it off again. And then I'll switch over to Bone Zone. You know, I just want to put myself ahead a bit of when I do tomorrow. Well, today. The question is when I'll start, and that's a very good question, because I actually planned to sleep a while ago, but I can't sleep, so... that's why I'm here. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. It was a huge mistake. Oh, empty tomb, there we go. And there we go. Nice. Okay, we got that side, we got this, we got this, we got this. Perfect. Oh my god. Scholomaniac sounds like a good start. So I actually want to try out a couple of things on the Bone Zone either way. And I think Bone Zone will be a lot more fun to do. Just, you know, to try out some... test some things, see how they perform and everything. And, you know, we have some different stuff. The last time we played, it was actually realized that there are some a lot better builds than what I had. And I looked into it. Like, I looked at the stats and everything, and because it didn't line up for me that Firachi was this bad. And there was one thing that I kind of totally forgot. And the thing was, Firachi used to be a horrible weapon, which it still kinda is, except on one single character in the game at that point, back then, when it was released, which was Pugnala. Pugnala was the only character that could really use Firachi because of the bonus might. And I totally kind of forgot about that, you know, because I use it on Pugnala all the time. So for me it was just like, yep, it must be good, there's no other way. But especially playing it on other characters, well, it turns out it's still really bad on the other characters. Like, it's horribly bad in comparison. Where's my music? There we go. So we will do a shift. And honestly, I think I'll not do a gold farm guide at all. The issue is on Moongolo, since your focus is actually just more or less the Clock Lancet, you're really open to go for whatever you want to go for, right? It doesn't really matter too much. However, on Bone Zone, it matters a lot. Like, a lot. So, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do a video where I give like 10 different characters that you could use, 10 different versions of builds and stuff like this. It's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do one basic guide and I'll just say, here are your optional weapons, just throw a dice or so, you know? It's like, but that's not the type of guides that I really want to do. Is this the first game you have made your own mods for? No. I think my very first one was Minecraft. Like the very first one. But there were a few others after that where I made quite a bunch of mods. Mostly personal modifications. You know, for myself, for my own comfort. Things that I would like to have in the game. Rimworld was one that I heavily modded back then. What else is there? Kenji was a game that I modded. Not that much actually. I mostly just adjusted things there. Or overrode other mods. To not, because every time they update, they would reset my changes, you know? So I would just make my own mods that would change individual things that I didn't like. But to be fair, like in this game, since you have full access to the code, it's really simple, you know? In a lot of the games, you have to use a constructor or something that is given to you, provided to you by the game. So that makes it really annoying and complicated to do things. Since here I can just access the code. And I can just change something, you know. Yo, just wanted to say that you're simply the best creator when it comes to Vampire Survivors. Thank you, Allison. I wanna see this challenge get to 69696. No. I want to be done with this. It's like, honestly, like, not that I would ever throw the towel and say, yep, guys, that was it. But it's like I just want to be done with it, and it's a huge regret. And that is my mistake, by the way. That is entirely my mistake. If I would have done the calculations right from the very beginning and wouldn't have forgotten a couple of very important things, this would have been so much easier. Ahoy there, Dex. Have you lost your mind yet? Yeah, definitely. Dude, it's 4:30 in the morning. And I haven't slept so far, and I really wanted to sleep, but I simply can't sleep. So I decided, you know what, the best thing that I could do now is just mindless gold farming. Because either this will kill me, or I'll fall asleep. So there we go. Oh, Celestial Dusting, I haven't seen you in a very long time. Welcome. Great tutorials, great content, hands down the best channel I found. Thank you, man. Thank you a lot. That's very nice to hear. I was also... Man, I'm so frustrated today. Well, not really frustrated, but I was recording a video of the beautiful Mystic Survivors update. And my freaking recording software, I always forget this. If a game is on full screen and I record, then it only records the very first image that you see of the game. And the only thing you see after that is my mouse moving on that frozen image. So I did an entire recording session on the update and everything. And after that I realized I can just throw away the entire recording. Then I did a recording on an infinity weapon, Fuwala Fuwalu. And I lost my mind because I forgot one thing, which is limiting cooldown. So it went down to the minimal cooldown that you can have in the game. It crashed the sound. And the distance it fired was so far that I had no more protection and just died like 22 minutes in. And like, I don't care if infinity weapons fail, but if it happens 22 minutes in, that's like a 30-minute recording. That is just rip. You know, right after the other one that failed. I'm like, oh, come on, why today everything? Yeah. So now I'm just doing the thing that I do best. Mindless stuff where I don't have to think too much. And if I'm gonna mess up here, we won't care about that. Do you mind saying where you're from? I like your accent. I'm from Germany. And hello there from Brazil. Fun fact, Brazil is, I think, the 3rd or 4th most watched geographic on my channel. Like where people are from. I don't know why. I seriously have zero idea. But yeah. The number 1 is USA and the number 2 is Germany. Seems like a reasonable plan, exactly. Vampire Survivors is infamous for making me sleep, I love it. Oh, let's hope the best. Let's hope the best. Dude, my game is lagging so badly already. Oh my god. Okay, how much experience do I get? So the guns are maxed out, that means I can straight up go for the evolution, that is perfect. What was that? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Deja vu. I have to be careful that I don't max out the wrong stuff. Okay, nice. And now I'll get an evolution chest. Do you... Oh, wait, we had that, sorry. What did I just... Oh, there was the Guardian. I was like, what did I just collect? Oh, there's the chest. There we go, nice. 9! 9! I swear, if you give me a cat, I'm gonna behead you. Don't. Oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, technically speaking, you didn't give me a cat. Okay. Should have been more precise. My mistake. Sorry, game. Fuck off. Oh, that's what I wanted to see it. Oh, yeah, come on. Ah, whatever. Really? Okay, okay, okay. To be fair, there was actually nothing else that you could give me. Okay. 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 Wow. It could have been a single chest, you know, before you say, well, there was nothing else that could have happened. Could have been a single chest. You know, just a chilly-milly single chest. I like the transparent mod for Gatia Mario made at the higher egg levels. It's just avoid picking it up because you can't see anymore. Yeah, definitely. And I will actually go further with that one. What is the last weapon that I usually take? I don't know. Whatever. I will do a more extreme version because now the further it gets, the more extreme the clouds become when they stack multiple times. Honestly, how long would you think it will make it to the goal? I honestly don't know. The thing is, every single estimate that I've given so far was entirely wrong. Like, I don't even dare to make an estimate anymore. Die. 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 There we go. Just the game scenario here in Brazil is kinda... It is? Really? Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea. Ooh, okay. Well, that was all of my experience. Okay, so as long as the chest doesn't give me Gatia Mario Evolution, we are either way fine. Well, as long as I collect some of the experience that is around here before Gatia Mario kills everything, we are fine. Actually, I just took all the experience. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I had 3 options here. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I actually had 3 options and it chose the cat. Australia here. Greetings. Oh, hello there. Good afternoon. Hi Dex, do you ever sleep? Isn't it like 5 AM? It is 5 AM. I wanted to sleep, I can't sleep, so I decided against sleeping. So, I will either hate the next coming day, or I will hate the day after that. And I'll choose whatever's better. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, there is one mistake that I haven't done in a very, very, very long time. Which is, I have too many things to evolve. Oh, wow. Huh. Well, that is bad. So now I need to rely on luck. Good day. No, I don't need Laurel. Oh, I might need Laurel. Oh, I forgot we are playing on hurry mode. Ooh, okay. Wait, where's all of the experience? Wait. Didn't it just give me all the experience? No, it didn't. Okay, very good. I guess I walked too long. Okay, perfect. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Triple chest or Lancet. Just don't give me Labora. Yeah, fuck. Oh, yeah. Since VS doesn't require a good PC to play, I think that helps. But that is actually true. Like, funny enough, on my PC, after I got the upgrade, Vampire Survivors runs worse than on my old laptop. They don't want to play that. Oh, I don't like that when people do that. Like when they don't play something because they think they have too good gear for that. It's such a weird thing to do. Oh. I just realized I closed everything that I wanted to check. For the build that I wanted to go for. Oh guys, if you want to, by the way, if you want to vote on what Infinity weapon you want to see next, feel free to do so. Let's just start banishing stuff. I'll decide on that later. There we go. Empty tome, perfect. I mean, I think it's the same thing with Minecraft, you know. There are just some people that never ever want to play it just because of the graphics. It's something else playing it and saying it's nothing for me, you know. But if it's just because of the graphics, then I'm a bit like, eh. I don't really get that, to be honest. Oh, I want to try something else, by the way. I want to try multiple things this run. And I want to see how it works out. So I'm just gonna throw all of them together so we have zero idea what actually worked and what didn't. That sounds like a solid strategy. Can't sleep, sorry, correct. Why is my stream 144p? I just bump it up. Sometimes it goes low. You have a lot of X to get? Yeah, sadly still, yes. Sadly, yes. Hi, Prince. Infinity Drowner? Well, that would be something new. A character with infinite level ups. Well, isn't that every character? Right. Oh, that sounds amazing. I don't even need to do anything. Oh, I love that. How many cat fights do you accumulate if I just stand still? Yeah, that's enough that I'll try just banishing them and seeing what happens. It's all about the gameplay, man. It's fun. If it's fun, I don't care how it looks. Oh, same opinion I have. I definitely do understand people that say for them the graphics have to be appealing. You know, it's like with clothes. You have some people that just say they're just supposed to cover me, or that I'm not cold, or some whatever, you know. And then there are other people that will choose something that is absolutely horrible to wear, feeling-wise, but it looks good. Like, I can understand it, it's just for me, like, I think they are just missing out on a lot because of that. But it's not like they can even change it, you know. Or maybe they also just convince them of the, like, of that thing, of the fact that they can't play it. While in reality they actually could, but they don't even want to give it a try. And when they do, they already go in that they will hate it. And if you say it often enough that you hate something, you'll actually start hating it. Wow. That's disappointing. But yeah, if I sound tired, it's because it's 4:30 AM in the morning. It's almost 5 AM right now. And I didn't sleep yet. So, hopefully that's understandable. There's actually graphics and style. A lot of pixel games can have great style, and I adore that. Well, a game like Fallout 4 looks like crap to me. Probably a bad example, but you know what I mean. Yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. The thing is also, like, I used to do a lot of texture packs for Minecraft. And I didn't used to have a lot of respect for them. Well, that's wrong. I didn't think about them too much, you know. If anything special goes into them or whatever. And until I started doing them, but with the 16x16, right? Like later I would do higher definitions, but 16x16. And I started doing them and I'm like, dude, how does anyone do this? How do you make something look like something with 16 pixels? Like, I can do a wooden box, sure. Easy. But how do you put weapons into that? That you identify them as a weapon, and not every single weapon looks exactly the same. Dude, I'm missing so many things. Really? Don't give me lightning ring, everything else is fine. Give me lightning ring because I don't care. Oh, wait a second. There's one more level that it needs, never mind, it's fine. Okay, if you could just give me the weapons that I'm actually looking for. Because I'm 4 minutes in, you know, I could have already had a lot of more curs. Let's just go down and trigger the Guardian. There we go, nice. Oh, there it is. Wrong direction, Dex. Good job there. Okay, we can pick up everything now. Let's go. Let's go. Just don't pick up a chest. Very important. I have to remember to not pick up a chest. Don't forget about people that only wear brand gloves. I mean, yeah, that also exists. Of course. How many hours total have you played so far? Well, for the egg farming, I would say, I think we did an 8-hour stream and a 12-hour stream, so 20 hours. If I'm not mistaken. There's a good chance I mixed something of that up. I love the look of the R3D packs. Oh, red. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I would need a refresher there. I have to Google that later. Still 16 by 60 by the pixelite texture, yeah. It is so difficult to do that. You had to be really good at shading, while you literally had no space to shade. To literally all my normie friends and nobody liked it. It's very normal. Yeah. Like that happens. It happens often. Pixel games, you need to have... Like, pixel games mostly rely on an audience that are into pixel games. Like, no matter how good they are, pretty much. Unless they pop off. Like, a lot. It's not even like Vampire Survivors is fully a pixel game, right? The Bone Zone is completely out of it either way. Like, the background is so HD, it's a bit weird. But then again, there were quite a few updates over time. I miss Minecraft, playing in a friend server, creating a city together, good times. Oh, definitely. I think my best memory of Minecraft was when I went on my very first server. And I really enjoyed it, you know, it was a lot of fun. And it was such a small team. And Oh, what happened there? I think the owner was thinking I was cheating, you know, with X-ray or something. So he was following me around, but he didn't realize that while he was invisible, he was, like, all the time he was holding items in his hand. So I saw someone is next to me and doing stuff. And it was quite hilarious, and that's how I more or less got in touch with him. More or less because that started it, but there was more to it. And... oh, did I banish Gatti? I hope I did. Why would I be on reroll and when I click on it, you go back to... Why do you do that? Why do you do that? I'm on reroll, I reroll, it goes back to the left side. Why do you do that? What? Ah, whatever. No, so yeah, no, that's how we got in touch, and that was my first server that we were on, and we actually got along quite well. And I became an admin later on there, which is pretty much, nowadays you would just call it a moderator. Am I too stupid to find the gun? The red one? And that was a great and there we go. That was a really great experience. Except the owner had no interest later on to continue it, so he was barely there. And there was a support, like a helper, it was called, that was really bothered by me. And the thing is, I did quite a few things where you could easily get rid of me if you don't know the context. Like, I'm a person, if I see that someone does something in a hostile nature, I don't even want to listen to them, I don't care. Because the person has a pure ill intent, and... like, for example, just wants to cause some drama or whatever. And at that point, I don't know if you ever experienced this, but because there were and are a lot of kiddies on Minecraft servers, there were some weird behaviors, or in general some things that where you needed rules that you usually don't need. What was there was a girl, and she was like 13 or 14 or something like this. Like, I was 16 at the time, so it's not like I was 50 or so. And she would constantly ask for items, and people would constantly give it to her because she was a girl. But the server had a clear rule that you're not allowed to ask for stuff because it annoys people. And we had so many talks with her to not do that, and then one day, it was like at an extreme extent. Like, it was her constantly spamming me with teleport requests that she gets teleported around so people can give her stuff which she was asking. Like you go to an admin to ask him to teleport you somewhere that you can get something that you would get because you did something against the rules that you were told like 50 times to not do. And then she started intentionally writing. My nickname used to be OODex, you know, with a double O. And the reason was because Dex was too short. You couldn't use that nickname because the requirement was at least like 4 characters. And she would like write it with 1 O. And for some reason, I got really annoyed by this. But I think it was rightfully annoyed, because I'm pretty sure she didn't do it because, you know, just you forgot to type an O or whatever. Like, who cares? It's just a name, right? But I'm pretty sure she did this intentionally. And I didn't care too much about it. Someone pointed out that, like, my name would be OODex, like with 2 O's, and then she would write it again, but with 1 O, like something like, oh, I'm sorry, Odex, like with 1 O. Again, it's not about the writing it with 1 O. I was just so pissed off of this person that you would tell her 50 times to not do something, she still does it to break the rules. And I'm 99% sure intentionally do that then, just to piss you off. And then I said, F it, this will be my first ban, and I banned her. And then the other admin stepped in. We were actually quite a good pair, because I would be the one, if you annoy me, I would just ban you. And he was the one who would always unban the people then. And I was way too hard on people, and he was way too soft on people. So we actually made a really good duo of what the hell is going on. Because people would get banned and unbanned and banned again and unbanned again. It's just constantly going back and forth. No, it was actually quite funny, because if we, like later on, we would actually start talking with each other what we think. And we would just meet in the middle ground. Like, if he would say, yeah, the person should get timed out for 1 hour, and I said life ban for lifetime, we would just meet in the middle ground for 50 years, you know? Reasonable, of course. Not just kidding. But yeah, it was not that hard to find people that wouldn't like me then. because like the other moderator, the support player there, really disliked me. She really didn't like me, and she would constantly annoy the owner who wasn't playing anymore, or just super rarely, that there's something going on which was taken completely out of context or literally made up, and he just removed me as an admin. And then I talked to him and I said, like, what's going on? You have the chat logs. Like, he literally has the logs of the server. Like, that he didn't even contact me or anything about that. That was like after a year or something like this. We're not talking about over a week. So he put me back as an admin. But then the other admin left because I got back. Because he felt, this was such a weird situation because the dude was a very nice guy. He felt like he didn't support me enough. But I got banned. And he felt really bad about this, but now that I'm back, he's constantly reminded of this, that he didn't help me out. So he didn't want to be on the server anymore. And I'm like, okay. Like, what? That was so weird. Like, it was a very nice dude and great dude, but it was just like he felt bad. That, like, whatever, I don't even know. Like, because he was so nice, he wasn't stepping up against this other support person that was lying and stuff like this. Which obviously wasn't great, you know. And I felt betrayed that he wouldn't do anything and just, like, not even say anything. That this entire thing is bogus. But yeah. Man, that was a wild time. Actually, thinking back that this was just a Minecraft server, that was hilarious. That server actually at that time, that started off with like 5 to 10 players. And we would just do bullshit all the time, like give us a billion of eggs and just spam everyone with chickens. And that one got actually quite huge, like 150 people or something like this, which at that time was an insanely big server. That was back in 2012 or so. Or no, I think it was earlier. Well, in the German community, you know, not talking worldwide. Winning decks? Well, it looks like I can actually survive the Reaper now, the Stalker. So that is really nice, to not have that annoyance anymore. Still going? No, yet again. Like, for me, it doesn't even matter to what degree something is. Oh, the chest is down there, okay. It doesn't even matter to what degree something is. If someone just does something with ill intent or hostile intent, or just to bother someone, I see zero reason to continue any interaction with that person. It's just so... Oh my god, no. Can I somehow... No, I can't. Well, if you want to have your hypnotizing going on, here it is. If I look at this too long, I'll just straight up fall asleep. Oh my god, it's hypnotizing. But it's so bright, but I can't stop looking at it. And it's so wavy. Yeah, topic was, oh yeah, hostile. Yeah, it's just not worth the time, to be honest. And the fun part was how much it backfired. I think the thing was, like, the support was actually older, like 18 or so. Like, as I said, I was like 16 or something like this. No, I was 18 at the time. No, wait, 2012, 12, 6, 18. Yeah, I was 18. No, but then it was before that, and it was in 2011. Yeah, it was really, really early in Minecraft times. And this other Janina girl, she was only 13. And that's how she got to the support, because it was the only female support. That we didn't have a lot of supports, either way. And she could just tell her anything and she would believe anything. Stay away from the light decks. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I think this day you can get 2kx. It really depends on when I go to sleep, if I go to sleep, and when I fall asleep without, you know, the choice of doing anything. So, let's hope the best. What's causing that waves? It's the Saraband of Healing. Wait, am I maxed out? Oh, I am. Right, yeah. I'll hypnotize, I'll do what you say. That is exactly the reason why I did it. There we go. Oh, you have the Arcana? Exactly, yeah. I've seen the Arcana being used a couple of times now, and I always put it off as garbage, but it's actually surprisingly good. But I have to figure out when it's good. How many X are you at? Your voice is getting shredded. Right now I'm at whatever is in the title. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yep, good job, Dex. There we go. It's close to 1.1k, I think, right now, because I just did a Moongolo run. This is certainly a unique run. I actually really hope that it's just a really bad run, and I will never use Saraband of Healing again, because boy oh boy, that is flashy. Like, I already checked if I suddenly have VFX turned on without noticing it, but it's not. Good luck with the Bone Zone. It's just Moongolo is so boring if you keep playing it. Over and over and over again. I was actually considering just doing an AFK farm with Dev, you know, that I just leave the stream on for 8 hours. So you can actually see the progress. But like at the end of it, it's like, if I do that, there is a high chance that I will actually max out and even go beyond that. And that would just feel super stupid for me. Like even, like actually like any amount that is super significant. I could live with 500x, but anything beyond that would be stupid. And I would easily exceed the 500x, I think. Higher level at 115 at 12 minutes. If you stop moving, you don't level up anymore. A bit of a 700x, I did Bone Zone run finally. Bone Zone is insanely sensitive to what Arcana you choose. But yeah. There are definitely a lot of options in general. Moongolo is Moongolo is by far the best one. It's just the least fun one. Like here I can just sit, let it go. It's like, oh yeah, whatever dude, it's fine. What's going on? I thought I heard damages. No, okay. Yeah, like here you can just let it chill and do something else. Maybe watch YouTube or stuff like this, you know. Moongolo, you constantly have to do something. Two Arcana synergizing with each other is weird. True. But it's also a lot of fun. Dude, it's so hypnotic if you look at it. I have to do this without... Like, I remove all the other visual effects except for this wave. And we would only have this wave on the black background of Bone Zone, which amplifies it. Why is it so wavy? Stop doing that. I literally can't stop looking away from it. There we go. No, no chest yet. If you look long enough into the center, it looks like it's a tunnel forming that you can actually walk into. You know, it goes into the distance. Oh. What? Oh yeah, okay, I have everything evolved. Yeah, okay, good. When do you think is a good time to stop investing X into a character? So the question is, what is your goal? The hardest stat to cap out is Might and Area at 900%, so you can aim for that if you just want to max out the stats. The other option is you can just keep going, because the gold that you earn will always keep increasing. But you would only do this if you want to farm more gold on this character for other characters. So let's say if you want to max out multiple characters, then I would say actually start with Smith. He has the best scaling in the game, and you will farm up with him super quickly. And then you can just do a couple of runs on him and you will max out other characters. Like I could do Smith runs, I would get 600 to 1k X right now. And every single time I could put them on Red Death. We can't lose you. It's just, it actually looks hypnotizing, like as if everyone was just running into the tunnel. But they're trying to kill me, but it's almost the same thing, definitely. Okay. Yep. That's the only issue. Shoot. Okay. Also the fire one and the bounce synergize. The fire one and the bounce synergize? What do you mean specifically with that? I mean, yeah, there are arcana that affect multiple weapons, but this interaction here is a little bit unique. Because one creates the gold, the other, and one creates the gold and the healing off of it, and the other one is healing. You know, you get what I want to say. No, Allison, Red Death is more than fine, because Red Death is the strongest character overall. Like, if you want to go for beyond max amount of X, Red Death is by far the best one. If you want to just reach, if you just want to have a bunch of X in them to have fun, then I think Smith is better, because you also naturally get bonuses per level up. So at that point you'll reach like level 500, right? And you get 0.7% in the 4 main stats. So that's like 350 levels or so. 350% that you just get on top of it. So you don't even need to go for the max amount. Is that mod that auto chooses golden level up available anywhere? Yeah, it's on Reddit. I think if you just search by this week upvoted post, you'll very quickly find it. On the Vampire Survivor subreddit. I thought Red Death was the best one to start and use it to grind X for. No. The thing with Red Death is, no, it really depends on what you want to do. Like, if you want to, Red Death has a slower progression curve than a lot of other characters because he has no natural scaling. And while Death Spiral is great, it also doesn't matter too much because you can't really use it to its full potential with area, with projectile speed, with crit. So you're better off to have a character that insanely quickly scales up and gets the most out of the runs with like negative 90% cooldown reduction, like Smith can. And then you can use a character to farm for others. However, after you're done with the early and medium progression, Red Death becomes by far the best one. Now, whether Smith is better or worse than Red Death, no one can answer this right now. Why is the music so loud? No one can answer this right now because Vandalier is bugged. Once you have more than negative 100% cooldown reduction, Vandalier stops shooting. It does one shot, then it stops shooting. So in theory, it could be an amazing weapon because of the amounts of shots it does. And the AoE it covers. Like, the AoE becomes ridiculous that it covers. But in practice, you know, it doesn't do anything. Do you have a video on how to AFK farm the X? You don't really need a video for that. You just go to Capella. You pick a typical gold farm build. It doesn't even matter too much. The only thing that matters is that you have Vicious Hunger, that you have Crimson Shroud, and that you have 9 armor. And then you simply stand in a location where there are a few candles around. It's not even that important that you're in a prime spot, you know. It's just you just want it to trigger from time to time. You can stand in the middle of the pillars. There are like 10 pillars when you walk upwards. You can stand in the middle of that. You can stand in the middle of a crossroad because there are a lot of breakables next to it. Honestly, it really doesn't matter too much. There are ways to always optimize it, but it's not a big difference. And you don't need really good killing weapons. Like, you can just go for Labora. Anything that does a lot of damage, because the enemies, they storm at you. It's not even worth it to have range, like Lightning Ring. Even Firachi is really not that great for it, unless you have insane amounts of area. Santa Water is really good for it, if you have a heavily egg character. But aside from that, Labora will just kill them. The moment they step on Labora, 10 times getting hit by Labora, because they overlap, it's just they're gone. And they can instantly respawn again. I hope Vandalier gets fixed soon. It's one of my favorite weapons. I actually really dislike Vandalier. But I hope it gets fixed because it's my character that has that, you know. I can't use him to farm any gold. Well, I can. Ooh. Why am I getting every single chest almost? No, I can't. I'm missing one weapon to farm with him is what I want to say. The main weapon. The main reason why I went for that character. To be fair, the first 20 seconds it goes off is enough to max out my build in most of the cases. But, yeah. It sucks because the AoE is actually stupidly strong. Because it constantly hits, and it's so big. You don't visually see it because you only see the circle going around, but it's really huge. Oh, we are training for 3 minutes, I have to move in a moment. Hi, Doomster. Come on, hit it 24 minutes. I want to move away. There we go. Wow, sorry. I want to move the entire thing away and then I accidentally clicked on the wrong one. Since Red Death is kind of a safe option, I'll just keep dumping X on it. No, Red Death is, if you're already started either way, stay on Red Death. Like, don't reset to another one. Thank you, Doomster. Hope you too. Is that a chest that I didn't get? Never mind, no. They were old ones. I'll just do a couple of runs and then I'll hopefully go to sleep. Which will entirely depend on if I want to go to sleep or not, or if I can fall asleep. This weekend was really wild. But I gotta make sure that I actually go back to making content. Because right now I'm just releasing videos that I recorded a while ago. Like, it occasionally happens that I play some games and multiple times. And then I upload the videos, but I have better videos that I make after that, so I move them out. Like, I have a second part of Potato. I have a second part of, but Potato is quite annoying because it received a huge patch. But when I recorded this, it was before the patch, so I actually think of just deleting it. And doing another one, maybe. But probably actually not. I have a second one of... what is it called? The Western one. Why do I always forget this name? Bounty of One. Bounty of One is the name. Yeah. But I also recorded that one a while ago, and I just moved other videos in. But I have no Vampire Survivors videos. First time watching your stream, been loving Vampire Survivors thanks to your guides and stuff. Good question, Vandalier is bugged. Vandalier is bugged if you have too much cooldown, correct. I actually have to move this away. I think this is blocking too much. No, everything is bad. There. Vandalier, if you have more than negative 100% cooldown, it will only shoot once and that was it. It also includes Ebony Wings and Pigeon. I'm trying Red Death with Bouncing Arcana and Slash. You might want to switch away from the Slash because early on your crit chance is so insanely low. It's stupid, like it's really low. The funny part was when Slash came out, I think it was actually either guaranteed or just ridiculously high. And for whatever reason that no one understands, when you get Slash, then the critical strike chance of Bloody Tear goes down from 20% to 10%. Why? As if the weapon wasn't already... Oh, wait, what? Oh, it looked like I'm getting no more gold. As if the weapon wasn't already bad enough, it now has less crit. Like, what's the point? Why does Death Spiral have 20%, but it has 10%? What's worse, lag or 100 deaths? At least you can kill the 100 deaths. That's a benefit. Let me quickly look at the kill counter. That is not worth continuing. How do you think, when are you going to finish this challenge? Cause if I'm correct, it's the 3rd day already. Oh, I'm not too sure yet, to be honest. Whenever I get asked how long I think it will take, it just moves further out, so I'm not too sure. Let's take a look at the stats, actually. Oh, that is really good. We hit the 70% mark. That is really good. We get into the territory where we have a stupid amount of cooldown reduction. We just need a little bit more to max it out, negative 50%. Okay, so that build was horrible either way. Gatia Mari definitely needs to be evolved. I think that is... I'm not even gonna question what went wrong there, or worse. I think 100% Gatia Mari needs to be evolved. So I'll do exactly the same stuff again, but this time I'll evolve Gatia Mari. The thing is, Gatia Mari has horrible conversion rates, so you wouldn't actually expect that it would do too much, you know. Gold back. Gold back. Gold back. Gold back. Gold back. I have to ban as many passive weapons as I can here, whenever I don't get something to pick. That was Fire Wand, I should have picked that. Because if I get 6 weapons, that makes it so much more likely that I get the passive weapons that I want, or the items. Banish. You better finish it. Oh, I will finish it. I just don't know when. I really hope that I get to finish it today. And that really entirely depends on how much I'll play. But if I don't finish it today, then I won't be able to continue next week. Like on the weekend, yes, but not like Monday to Friday. Friday, obviously, but not Monday. Dex is my YouTube hero. That's a weird hero to have. But thank you. I wonder if we can figure out which weapons have the most damage but cause the least lag. Center Water. Or Labora. Ferrachi is also not a lag heavy weapon for whatever reason. But Labora is by far one of the more calmer ones. Because it doesn't have anything really special going on. Death Spiral also, it really depends on what egg count you're talking about. Like, the strength of weapons shifts so much depending on what you have. Oh, let's banish that because I'll pick that by accident. Yeah, it really depends on the egg count that you currently have. Like, in the beginning, Center Water is completely useless, more or less. Once you get like 1k X where I'm around, Center Water becomes something that you can seriously consider. If you get to 10k X and beyond, especially when you max out the area stat, Center Water becomes your #1 killing machine. That thing will just destroy all the enemies. Like, you will not even see enemies, it just covers the entire floor in Center Water. Can you explain why evolving Gatia Mari is sometimes bad? It really just depends on what you need to accomplish. So, early on, when I started farming on Moongolo, it wasn't guaranteed, or it was very, very difficult to max out the entire build, you know, to get all the weapons. And the problem is I pull in the stage items, the rings, to evolve my Clock Lancer to Infinite Corridor at minute 11. If I would get Gatia Mari evolved before that, I would barely get any experience anymore, so I couldn't max out the ring that I get. And that happened a couple of times that I failed to get them maxed out just because of Gatia Mari taking away so much experience. Now here I only tested it because I wanted to see if having Gatia Mari is better. Just because it gets more kills, but you do not do gold conversions, but it wasn't better. It was just a test. But generally speaking, when you see me banish it, it's only because I still need experience. And otherwise, if I get an evolution chest, it would max it out. It would evolve it. Come on. Give me the bar. Well, Dex, yesterday there was a conversation in this chat about whether you're German or actually a human. I don't think anyone argued about that. I would more consider myself closer to a German than a human. I would say. Yeah, that sounds way more reasonable. Gatti is bad if you want to XP to finish your build in time for Reaper kills at the end for extra X. The evolution is bad, yes. Gatia Mari on its own is amazing because it just kills everything. It's like a screen-wide Labora. But it also causes a huge amount of lag. I'm actually really arguing with the Clock Lancet right now. Well, no, I don't think there's something that really makes you 50k gold. Okay, like, just give me the nugget. And give me a gold back, please. What weapon am I missing that I still don't have it? Oh, Gatti. Yeah, the one that we are talking about. Good job, me. Wow, I was really far away. The game really wants to give me everything except the stuff that I actually want to have. Like, the funny part is, it doesn't even matter what I get. If I get the item, then I'm set. If I get Gatia Mari, the next roll is so insane, or the next two rolls are so insanely likely that I get the nugget. Roll. There we go. That's it. I think it might have actually been even guaranteed. Because I banished most of the other stuff, so there was not a lot that it could roll into. And if you reroll, you don't get the stuff that is offered you on this page here, on the first page. So if there are only 7 things left that it can offer you, and you get 4 on the first one, then it's guaranteed to appear on the second one. Is it ever really worth it to evolve Gatia Mari? Oh, definitely. We will actually check it out this run, how much gold I'll get. But Gatia Mari, if you start having, like, once you have a lot of projectile speed, and once you have a lot of luck, and greed, it generates a stupid amount of experience, gold, out of the experience that is dropped. And it's an exponential effect because you get more speed, you get more luck, and you get more greed, and you get more curse, which spawns more enemies, which leads to more experience drops, which leads to more conversions. Like, for gold farming, it's really good. For anything else, it sucks. If I would just normally play, I would never ever evolve it. I mean, I would also not pick Stone Mask there, I guess. But I have to say, after so much grinding, being able to do Bones on AFK, it's so satisfying. For sure. I think the most satisfying feeling, looking back, that I remember was when I was playing with Pugnala. And I managed for the very first time to just stand still in front of the Stalker and he wouldn't kill me. Because running around that minute, fearing that I was losing my Gold Fever, which was healing me, and then I would lose revival stats, like revivals for additional beams. It was so frustrating. And the moment this happened the very first time, also tanking Guardians, just face tanking them, best feeling ever. Can I actually tank them? I don't know. The answer is no. Well, it's not too far off actually. That's also very nice. Yeah, and I'm missing way too many weapon upgrades. Yeah, no wonder I can't face tank them. Yeah, here, kiddies, go, 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 go. It's really close. Wow, wow. Actually, didn't flinch. That was like 2 seconds later, and I would have died. Dex, can you say hi to my girlfriend Christina? She's a huge fan. Well, hello there, Christina. And greetings from your boyfriend. Damn, can't donate to you, sanctions. Ah, don't worry. I'm just happy that people are here, to be honest. I have had so many random streams lately, you know, where I just randomly pop off, go online. And this is how I used to do my streams when I started in the very beginning, except I had like 0 to 2 viewers. And it's so nice to have people that join in, that tune in, that you can talk to, that you have an exchange with. And yeah, it's just really no, satisfying is the wrong word. It's just very enjoyable. It's really nice. Dex, did you make yourself donation alert account? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Donation alert account. You actually got my curiosity there because I've never heard of that. Donation alert account. That is actually a big thing. What? Okay, I gotta look into that because I've never heard of that. I wanna see what that is. And if that's something that would be good in general. Like, because my streaming knowledge is so tiny, I really need to build that up and just get a better understanding of everything and how it works. Killing the Reaper before the Lancet and Laurel evolves. Took me quite a few tries with different tactics. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was a very special moment when that happened. Because at that time, there was no English guide on killing the Reaper. And it was one dude that came up with this. Now, I don't know his nationality, but I can't read it. Something Asian, you know. And he had it also written in English, but it was obviously just Google translated English, you know. And seeing that someone did that was absolutely insane. But then giving it a lot of tries, trying to optimize it, and actually that it works, it was crazy. Because at that point, the only way how you killed the Reaper was with modding. You modded your garlic damage to like 1,000,000 or so. So to just one-shot him. Accomplished? No, like, you know, when sometimes when something just feels good, you know? When it's just like... You know how when you had a hard day at work, or maybe like a very long day at work, and you come back home and you just sit into your warm couch and you drink something, whatever you like to drink, and you just relax, and you're just like, you know what, life is good. That feeling. It's not even relaxing, you know, because it's this part of, like, it's just very pleasant. Maybe pleasant is just the best way to describe it. But pleasant is such a weak word. Or at least it feels like it. No, actually I think pleasant is very precise there. How's your day outside of egg farming been? It was horrible. I did one recording for the beautiful Mystic Survivors update. And because of an issue, the recording was totally useless. Then I did an Infinity video on Fuvala Fuvalu, or whatever the name is, and I died, and everything, I forgot also something, and it was a complete waste. So I had like 2.5 hours of recording that I could just throw away of both of them combined. And then I got frustrated, so I was just watching random YouTube videos of Mr. Beast doing something. And of Hearthstone top moments of old Hearthstone players. Well, I don't even know why I watched that, but I used to play a lot of Hearthstone. And then I decided, no, then I wanted to go to sleep. But I couldn't sleep, and then I decided, you know what, I'll just grind some gold. Oh, wait a second. Why am I not maxing out the stuff? It was an unlucky day, how you would call it. But it's not even a day, right? It's not that long ago that I streamed. Yeah, okay, come on. Why is it always you that it's the first one that gets evolved? Well, oh, I got an evolution chest. Wait, thank you that you were... Wow! That is actually the one that I wanted, but the Clock Lancet, the evolution, just killed the Stalker, which gave me a chest to evolve. That is amazing. Wow. Unexpectedly amazing. Donate alert is useful, I promise. I'll look into it. I'll look into it, Pavel. Thank you for that. You have said you have a day job. What is it, if you don't mind answering? It's an IT job where it's mostly about data handling, but more in a sense of you receive data in files. It's just called EDIs, you know. Information there for a logistics company, but it's in quotation marks special team. And we mostly deal with data transfer, reporting, dashboard creation, KPIs. Those are key performance indicators, you know, to measure how well something went or not. And yeah. Pretty much that. But in that job, it can be quite exhausting or annoying at times, because we have a huge lack of IT people in Germany. So where you used to have 3 or 4 people that would do a job, like multiple jobs, you just now do it at once. Like, it used to be split up over multiple softwares, and like, for example, you would have a project management. Now you get the project and you have to do the project management for it, like the documentation, setting up everything. And it's actually getting more and more frustrating. Like, to a really annoying part. Well, I'm not a big fan of it anymore. Yeah, I want to try out the Cerebano feeling again. There we go. Hi Dex, do you have a Discord channel so you could keep your community in one place? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is in the description, exactly. Like the chef said. The chef. My name's Chef. Wait, Infinite Corridor can kill Stalker? Yes, and Drowner. And actually, it's one of the few weapons that can kill literally everything. The Trickster, the Drowner, the Stalker. But actually no, those are the only special ones. Trickster is not even a special one because you can attack him. Yeah, Drowner and Stalker. But it's both of them. At 20 minutes, if I don't forget it, we can walk down and we can kill the Drowner that spawns there. Not that it's useful, like it actually loses your gold doing that. Because you're better off just standing still, but just for fun we can do it. And that is one way how you can unlock Toasty. Like, I'm 99% sure Infinite Corridor was added to that. That if you use it on the Stalker or the Drowner, that also Toasty appears on the bottom right. Oh, I totally forgot to make the guide about how to mod in the secret characters. Oh, Dex. That would have actually been such an easy video to make. You know, that I have at least something. Maybe I'll do that later before I go to sleep. That might be good. It's always a very bad decision doing that tired because I forgot something. But to be honest, I don't even care anymore that much about doing like guides that cover everything, that nothing goes wrong. Because whenever I do that, people just complain that they are too long. And I see that the parts just get skipped. Isn't it, you know, so it doesn't even matter. And the amount of complaints or issues that appear are pretty much the same, whether it's 4 minutes long or it's 15 minutes long. I can totally understand all the guides that I saw where it's half-hearted done, like just enough that you know how it works but not enough to cover scenarios. Where I would have loved to have that, you know, because I'm a person, if I watch a guide, I will watch the entire thing. But I can totally understand it, why it's just not worth it time-wise. Dex, can you allow me personal messages in Discord, please? I can't really allow that in individual. If you want, just send me a friend request. And... yeah. People complain about everything. The funny... the thing is, yes, and it took me quite some time... oh my... my throat. It took me quite some time to learn that. Because... just a second. There we go. By the way, sorry if I don't respond now or anything, because I will, like, because stream, you know. Now the thing is, it took me quite some time to learn that you should just ignore comments. And one thing that I always hated, or not hated, but wondered and didn't understand and thought it was arrogance, is that when you are on bigger channels, they rarely ever respond to anything. Like, nothing at all, actually. And I never quite understood this, like, why? Or especially, like, when they say they read the stuff, and it's like, yeah, but you didn't respond to anything. Are you actually reading that, or do you just say that to satisfy people? And now I gotta say, I can fully understand it. The problem is when something negative or stupid appears, that one stands out so much that you just entirely focus on that. I used to have, like, I would usually spend hours a day reading comments and talking to people, replying to stuff, and it has become less and less and less and less. You know, which is actually why maybe that's even maybe the reason why I started streaming more and more now. Because I like having the exchange, but in the comment section it's just, I get into stupid stuff that I shouldn't get into. That I should just ignore or hide the people off the channel. I don't know. It can be tough to find the right balance of detail and video length. The problem is, in theory, the best way of doing it would be covering everything. However, people hate that. And... like, because the issue is, oftentimes there are you know, actually you would just want to cover the main thing. That would be the best thing. And then you have alternatives that people can click on depending on what didn't work for them. But YouTube is not made for this. The best thing you can do is make categories, you know, these chapters, and then people can jump to the stuff that they want to go to. But most do not use chapters, so they're entirely useless. So what you're actually best off is, you put the least amount of effort into a guide, that it has all the information that is mainly important, but nothing else, because the more you put in, the more will people argue with you about something, where you could explain 10 times that something is the case, so it's not about this, but it will come up again and again and again. Don't overwork yourself? Nah, it's fine. Drown and Stalker both spawned toasty. I missed Drown today and got him at Stalker and Capella. Yeah, exactly. Chat is good, comments are bad. I think the main difference that I often notice is when I see someone being excessively rude in comments and I respond to that, they suddenly turn into this super chicken that apologizes on the spot, where I'm like, hey, you could have also just written a respectful comment, or just a normal comment, or question, or say that I did something wrong, you know. And instead it starts off with this super rude version, because I think they don't expect that you actually respond to them, or that you even see it. Which I don't understand. I don't like hostile or aggressive natures, you know. Like, I think the reason why everyone is here on YouTube or doing something is to have fun, right? To just entertain yourself, enjoy the time. So I don't understand what even the point behind that is supposed to be. I avoid comment sections on any social media and YouTube. It has done wonders for my thinking about my sense, constantly thinking how insane the world is around me. Yeah, that's probably not wrong. I think as a YouTuber it's a bit harder to do that, because it's kind of the thing that you see all the time, right? But I think it might actually be better, and you just limit it to chat, because like here on the live stream there are the people that care the most. The problem is in comments, it's a 24/7 support, right? Like, no matter what your time zone is, when you have time, when you are there, you can always write your comment, and it will be seen. In chat here, you have to be available in that very moment, or you can't watch and write something. I don't even think those are trolls. The thing is, some people get really upset about certain things, and I think they forget the most important part of, hey, you're just here to have fun. Just enjoy your time. Oh, the Drowner. Yeah, let's go to him. Let's kill him. Like, if I would play any game just to win it, and poof. Wait, that didn't hit him. Oh yeah, it hit him. There we go. If I would want to play a game to actually win it, you wouldn't hear me talk. Like, and I wouldn't record. Okay, I would record, but I would not live stream or anything. Like, if I would actually play something serious in a try-hard mode, I'm not talking about I don't know what while I'm recording. And especially when I go for specific meme builds, I feel like sometimes I really have to point out the obvious stuff. That some people realize, hey, maybe if he's doing an elemental build, the point is not that he's trying to win, but just to try out the build and have fun. I don't know, it's sometimes a bit weird. Where I'm like, duh, I literally said I just passed the best thing in the game because it doesn't fit the theme. Why do you need to point out that it's the best thing in the game and that I missed it? I literally talked about it. But yeah. Jesus Christ, I died in the bone zone. I was 25 minutes in. The actual good thing is, you most likely that was actually a good thing for you. Because post 25 minutes you get so little gold, you might just be better off to die there. Some people are just taking everything too serious. Exactly. Exactly that thing. Like one of the things for example, because I started playing a lot of different games, right? And just showcasing them. And like, I'm literally saying, I know nothing about the game. I just started the trailer and I saw like the graphics or whatever was going on. And I was immediately hooked, so I decided to play it. And everything gets evaluated to the well, not everything, okay? As I said, the negative comments are usually a minority. It's just very loud if you're reading it as a YouTuber. But like, the stuff that you do gets evaluated to a level of detail where you're like, I didn't know anything about the game. What are you expecting? Like, why is someone who has 20 hours in the game evaluating my very first run? I don't have more than 1 hour in the game. What? No, evaluating would be fine, you know, to give feedback. I actually very much enjoy it if someone says, hey Dex, this is how it works, or this would be a good idea, or stuff like this. I enjoyed it a lot, you know, because I get to learn something. It's more about the aggressive way of, oh my god, you're so stupid, and stuff like this. No future without Arcana, weak or not. Which Arcana? Which Arcana do you mean? The problem with No Future is mostly that it needs armor, the armor passive. But aside from that, No Future, once you get a few eggs in, like a bunch of eggs, it will actually turn into a murder machine. Because of its huge explosion. And it scales off of your armor. I feel the direct nature of live chat makes people less disconnected from what they say and adhere more to social standards. I think that is true until you have a chat that is rather big. I think once your chat is rather big, people revert back to the no one sees anyway what I write, so I can just shit talk as much as I want to. But you know what the good part is? Actually, no one sees what you write, you know, so it doesn't really bother someone. Alright, Pavel. See you later. Nice, good job there, listen. Did the X pool increase again? I just noticed. Good luck, Dex. No. It stayed at 6969. Luckily. We still have the master number. Oh, one more 11-hour stream? Most likely not, because I didn't sleep this night and it's around 6 AM right now. So I'm actually just playing until I'm so tired that I can't hold my head anymore. And then I'll just go to sleep. Yeah, Eagle. The other thing is also, I don't take games too serious, you know. The main reason why I play games is I just want to have fun. But for me, and maybe this is just very different from people, what's fun for me is I want to go for meme stuff. I want to go for stupid stuff. Like, I want to max out attack speed just to see 10,000 bullets fly around on the screen. Or I just want to max out area because I want to have ginormous bullets. Now, calculation wise, would it be better to go for a mix because you get like one of everything, you know? Obviously. I played enough of these games that I'm aware of that. Like, it's like the same thing if I say I want to go for bullet, okay, in 20 minutes till dawn, and then I'm told I should go for the electro one and this and frost and here, and I think, but that was not the point. Last time I saw 5.8kx or so. Oh, that was a bit ago. That was, I think, 2 days ago, yeah. We went up to 8.2kx, I think. That was the maximum or something. Or 8k. And then we added the function that people can actually tip. I want to get away from this stupid donate. I don't like that it's called donate. And then people were able to tip to decrease it again. And as you might imagine, people were aiming for the 6969. Which is nice. It's double nice. There was actually quite a long fight between Martin and... Oh, difficult name. Long name, can't remember it. Because I suck at names either way. To stay on the 6969 or go above it. Oh wow, it's getting really laggy. I think what I really like most about the streaming, I mean, obviously, if, like, once we are done with this egg challenge, it will go back to when I stream, and it might be more rare. I'll play games normally, right? Like, we'll just go to play games that people want to see. Maybe I'll just even do polls and ask people what they want to see, and I'll just play it, because I'm relatively open with that. I just enjoy playing. It doesn't even really matter to me which game it is. Way too aggressive music, sorry mate. Goodbye. And the next one is called Combat Zone. No, like, I just enjoy playing. And then I try to turn whatever game I'm playing into fun. By just doing something stupid or a meme build or so, you know. That's the way how I do it. But yeah, I think at that time it will be more focused, obviously, on the games and stuff like this. But like here, I can't talk much about the game. I don't even want to talk much about the game. And it's way more fun to just interact with people. 696969 is the next goal, right? I don't think we will ever reach that. I definitely hope we don't reach that. Like, honestly. Like, I know it would be a huge boost in money, but no. Well, I would say we are doing really good on this run here. Though not as good as I was hoping for. Heart of Fire, and as last one I would probably take Slash then. Am I at a point where I can justify Slash? Still not, really. Do you meme around to meme around, or is it a curiosity to the mechanics and see if you can pull crazy shit off? Actually, it really depends on the situation. Sometimes it's the first one that you mention, sometimes it's the second one that you mention, and sometimes it's a mix out of them. And it really depends on the game. So what I really like to do in games in general is limit testing. I don't want to know what is enough to survive. I want to know exactly what is the minimal amount that I need to reach. Or that I can do. What you will actually see very often in games is, and that is the problem why I hate the hitboxes so much, that the people fail to do properly, the game makers, is I like to be as close as possible to enemies, or to walk as close as possible to them, because I want to figure out how do I move properly, that if I need it, I can move around the enemies in the closest distance to have the, you know, to get the most distance. And this will look super stupid because I keep running into enemies for quite some time. It's a huge payoff if you keep doing this. However, I should maybe just get rid of that entirely, because most of the new games I only play them once or twice, at least once, like 1 or 2 videos for YouTube. So it looks really stupid, as if I'm just too stupid to walk. It's actually the same thing in Undermine. I explained this there a couple of times because there were so many interesting mechanics to figure out how to optimize them and how to use them. Like especially the jumping. Like when to jump at what moment, what is like the very last moment that you can jump with all the different projectiles and stuff like this. And so on. Like there were so many mechanics in general. That was so much fun to do. But it obviously looked really idiotic while I was doing it. As if I was too stupid to use my WASD keys. And the thing is for me also, like at one point it's just too boring, you know, every single time to explain. Oh, and I try to do this and try to do this and try to do this. So what I tend to do is, I just say that I'm being stupid. Like 90% of the time, no matter what it is, I'll just say I was too stupid. Even if in most cases, it actually had nothing to do with stupidity. There are definitely more than enough things that I do because I'm too stupid. Like, I'm not gonna argue about that. Clearly. Imagine next goal is 420, 420. Well, then I guess I don't have to ever work again anymore. Well, no, not that extreme. Vampire survivors, but every level my weapons get worse. Is it possible? Not up to my knowledge. Actually, no, not up to my knowledge. It could be possible in a very, very weird and idiotic way, but not that I know. Because the only way to get higher levels in Vampire Survivors is by giving yourself multiple level ups and then you choose them. Which you could do automatically, I would assume, but you would still need to level up. Well, but that was a good run. 586k. That was a very good run. That was an insanely good run. Do you know Minecraft mod RLcraft? Yes. But not a lot. Enough that I heard of it, and maybe if I see something it would ring a bell. I think you had it in Halftime Hero, where the hitboxes of some flying monsters was huge. Was it really in Halftime Hero? I remember in Frey, it could be, for sure, because flying monsters are usually something that I really complain a lot about. But in Frey Fight, there was a game, I have never seen such horrible hitboxes. Like, not only were they way too big, but they, like, if there was a flying enemy, then the entire shadow and all the wings would count as a hitbox. And the actual problem is that they look tiny, and the hitbox is bigger than their outlining, but the outlining is also ginormous because of the wings and everything. And this is what I liked so much about Striving for Light. The spider, the huge spider that fights you, the emerald spider, the legs don't hurt you. Because it also wouldn't make sense that freaking spider legs would hurt you. They are so fragile. And I like these decisions where people actually... where it actually looks like the developers actually did play the game, you know, and realized, you know what, that is better the way we're doing it. Monkey Boo, love your videos, thank you mate. There we go, and... oh, maths at morning. 7-0, there we go. By the way, was this insanely loud, guys? Or was it just me? Because that sounded insanely loud. I don't even know how to change that. The expert streamer. You wouldn't say insane? Okay. Why doesn't it even give me an option to change that? I swear to God, I know there was an option that I could just use a slider and decrease that. Let's continue. So what do we try this time? We actually just got a ton of X, right? Wow, we reached negative 75% cooldown now. That is insane. Frey Fight was one. Yeah, that one was absolutely horrible. I hated that so much. The thing is, I don't, like, when I do the videos, I don't try to focus so much on the stuff that is obvious and really annoys me. Instead, I try to get to all the points, you know. And then, maybe what I should always do in the future is just write a summary at the end. Because otherwise I keep talking about, like, one thing all the time, and I think that's bad, but otherwise I don't cover something enough that is so bad like that. Hi, Arctic. Welcome. Oh wow, yeah, we definitely have ginormous death spirals now, wow. And they are super fast. Wow. How many X did we just buy? We bought like 60, right? Do you ever get tired? I am hella tired and I want to sleep, but I can't sleep. And Arctic, that's also to you. Yeah, I need to go to sleep. And I want to go to sleep, but I can't sleep. Yet. But I'll go soon. My soon is just sometimes a bit questionable. It just depends on how I get, when I get tired enough. And I'm really sorry about the loud alert box. I don't know how to change it. But that was just fake message, sorry. Try the new simplified alert box settings. I can put in a delay, but that's also it. Oh my god, there it is. Why is it only there and not in the other one? Yeah, you have to go to the simplified one to make that happen. Okay, I halved the volume of them. There we go. I'm not gonna add 88 there. 1 hour 35 minutes. Really, is it already? No way, I just started. Oh wait, I did a couple of Bone Zone runs and they take quite some time, you're right. Oh wow, how time flies. Oh yeah, the sun is out. Oh. I think you covered the point that matter in your videos. Despite the hitbox complaints, I enjoyed watching the game roll. If there was more content to it, I would get Freyfied. The thing is, the game is actually, like, the game doesn't cost anything, right? I think it's worth playing it if you need a game, like, if you need a game filler because you have nothing that you want to play right now and you need content for, let's say, 1 to 2 hours, okay? Maybe a bit more. Let's say 5 hours. But the thing is, the game costs nothing, so I think there's no harm done. But aside from that, there's nothing too much to the game. Like, what I would view it like is, like, if you had Solitaire on your phone. And, like, while it's a lot of fun to replay Solitaire, you know, and stuff like this, it's also always the same stuff. Okay, that one actually has more elements to it, so that's a really hard oh my god, why are you a music platform if every single music piece that you have is like a huge difference in volume? Like, it's for streamers and for YouTubers. I don't understand that. No, but yeah. The way I view it, it's just a little tiny filler. It's a free game. It doesn't cost money. So I can't really complain about it. And honestly, the pinned comment that I wrote to the second part where I talked about it, a majority of that went over... You know, this is not great, but it's a free game, so I'm not expecting too much out of it. Like, if this was a $3 game, $5 game or so, then I would say, okay, these elements are actually quite critical and annoying. But, like, that it only has 30 levels is like, yeah, but I get them for free. I never played Solitaire. I also didn't play it too much. However, back in when I grew up and I was like, I started going on my computer at like I was 5 or so. Those were just the games that you had on your computer. I think Pinball, I actually don't even think there was Pinball yet on that. There was Minesweeper, there was Solitaire. No, actually I think there was Pinball. Yeah. But those were like the 3 basic games that you would have on all the computers back then. Automatically pre-installed. Just woke up and I feel high, Lomao. Just having my tea right now. Enjoy your tea. I definitely have to go to sleep at some point soon. Nish. As long as I keep saying that, eventually I'll believe it. There we go. Am I missing? No, I'm not missing anything. I wonder if there's just a way better way of doing this on the stage here. Like, if there are other weapons that I should go for or something. But I can't think of anything. Like, you need Ferachi to destroy everything that spawns. That is the only purpose of it. It's not even good. Or no, it's not even needed, but it's so good to destroy everything around you. And off-screen, actually, about the off-screen is so important. Solitaire was pain because I never understood it at first. Oh, I never understood it either. But if you have nothing to do at all and you have Solitaire, you know, it's better to do that. Or at least for me it was. How did I nearly fail the last run? Here? No, I didn't get to kill the Reaper. Yeah, it actually did fail. How did that happen? It was the Gatia Mari evolution, right? Yeah. Okay, I have to be very careful with that. The Guardians are 100% stronger in the Bone Zone. They actually should be somewhat stronger. Not too much, but they will be stronger. In the Bone Zone, all the enemies have a scaling per minute. Like, they get HP per minute. So, even the Reaper increased their health over time. And this should also definitely apply to the Guardians, like, for sure. Because it applies to everything. To every enemy that gets spawned there. Welcome back, Pavel. Pinball was the best. Pinball was a ton of fun, I agree. No better watching a video. If you have nothing to do at all, it's better to go for a walk instead of playing pinball or solitaire. Well, you're not wrong, but like back then, that was in 2000, 2001. And I didn't know anything about computers. Or electronics, you know. For me, this was absolute magic. So being able to do that was just so huge for me. I mean, I was out all the time, you know. But like, computers were absolute magic for me. Wizardry. I had a Game Boy Color that I got when I was sick, while we were on vacation. And that thing was already super magic for me, but a computer topped that. Because a computer, like, you have these moving images and everything, and this crazy stuff is going on. And, like, for a very, very, very long time, I didn't understand how they worked. They were just magic to me. Which is kind of funny, because television-wise, you know, with a TV, I was just like, yep, makes sense, that's just how it works. But computers, for some reason, it was entirely different. Maybe because I could give the inputs myself. Ach, komm, whatever. Really? Really? The moment I say whatever, it only has one level left, and of course I put it into Gatia Mari. Well, still good. Good enough. Perfect. I don't even know what I want to go for. Actually, Lightning Ring would be better. Just to strike far out where nothing else is sitting. Have you played Factorio? Yes. In fact, I got the game originally when it was released a few days later from the homepage, where you would buy the key and it gets sent to you via email. And it was a huge hassle to get that back, you know, to install it on Steam. Because there was an independent version there. Actually, wait a second, I have to check if I ever got it on Steam, because I think the email is just gone. Fuck. No, I do have it, yeah. But on Steam I only have 8 hours on it. The last time I played it was in 2019. But that was because I had the other version, the independent version, where I played on. And then I did everything that was possible at that time, and then I lost interest to continue. Why not Laurel? We don't need Laurel. We are Gucci without Laurel. That was a lot. I'm 26 and I work in IT too, but knowing that a computer is just a processor receiving a bunch of zeros and ones is crazy. Yeah, I guess if you feel this way, true. Yeah, definitely. The reason why I say it like this is because I was actually quite disappointed once I knew how it works, because it felt so as if the magic was gone. But no, if you then hear of cosmic rays, you know, sun rays that hit the computer in the right spot and they flick a switch, and that causes insane issues with computers, it's just like, it's so crazy. Okay, where's the last arrow? Or was it sun rays, or was it atomic rays, or something like this? It was something really weird. If it like hits the right spot, then it will switch the 0 to 1 and everything gets messed up. You ever try playing games on Facebook? No, no. Well, actually yes, wait, there was one game that I played, but what was it called? I don't remember its name. As a child you go crazy over things like that. I was obsessed with the computer I had. I would spend hours on it doing nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, multi-evolution. Nice. Wow. Oh, I just needed a bit more in the ring. That would have been an amazing triple evolution. Oh, good that I got the multi-evolution. Yeah, I totally forgot about this. I messed up again. I got too many evolutions. But this would have also been a triple evolution. There we go. I'm 1984. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you're exactly 10 years older than me. They can't even move. That is hilarious. The Labora attacks them so quickly that they can't move at all. Imagine what will be when quantum computers will appear everywhere at home. Yeah, definitely. You ever try playing? Oh, I answered that. Now, I'm really curious about the future. Like, I'm so curious to see what will happen in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. The technology shift has been so insane and crazy. Like, I'm really curious to see how this will change in the future. Like, what else would happen that we can't even think of now. Dude, the dude is frozen forever. Really? How did you manage to get through? Ah, because of the curse. Second Reaper will be a problem. Those games were before mobile games, but the same shit. Yeah, most of them. There was actually one game that was good, where you had none of the BS energy systems and, you know, stuff like this that didn't exist there. There was one Facebook game that I did enjoy, and it was the only one. But I don't remember I don't even remember what it was about, is the problem. Wait, how fast am I? Wait, that was just... The speed up here in the beginning was insane. Ah, we are... Wow. Wait, what? Didn't we start at 1kx? 1078, okay. Ah, but it's ramping up. I think I'll do another Bone Zone run. Do you have to earn all the X on stream? I never really determined that, but I think that just belongs to it. Because otherwise I could just do AFK or even mod the game or something like this, and yeah. Not saying that I would do it, but like, you know, there would be the chance to do that. And I think it's just fair if you do something and people actually donate for that, or tip for that, that you have to farm for that, and then you just say, yep guys, and I did it now, 8k XRD here, amazing, let's just move on, thank you for the money. It's like, yeah. I've pretty much streamed in the last 2 days, including like this one now. I've pretty much streamed longer than I ever have on YouTube before this, combined. I'm pretty sure. Like, because usually my streams were never long, they were like 2 hours or so, I think. And the first one was 12 hours, I think the second one was 8 hours, and now we're already at 1.5 hours or so. I'm currently thinking. If I want to go for Saraband of Healing, but without the curse that I usually pick up. That could be worth a try. Yeah, I'll do that. I want to see the Saraband of Healing spam again, but without having, like, such an insane increase in HP on the enemies. Do I want to? Sure. And I want to try out the Explosion Arcana this time. Yeah. Do I? Or do I just go for Slash? Oh, Dex, you're so freaking stupid. Wait, it's just 2.5 minutes, it's fine. Well, that was a special move. That was good. Sorry. I think I'll drop the Lightning Ring this time. And try it without it. But there's no way Center Water is already better, coverage-wise. But I'll give it a try and see just how it performs. The problem is, the waves where Center Water starts getting good is actually already a wave where you just want to quit the game. Like, because the decrease in gold amount is so insanely high. Let me think about this. Thinking usually gets me in trouble, be careful, Dex. That's usually also how it works for me. I'm really enjoying playing 8-Ball Pool in Facebook. Oh, I could see that one, yeah. I mean, I don't know how the system there is and stuff like this, but yeah, I could see that. There we go. Yeah, I think the huge benefit, like that what you said there, Martin, with the interactive, definitely. I I think if I wouldn't be able to talk to people and I would just focus on the game and just talk about random stuff, I think I would just hate everything. I'll go for Lightning Ring. Okay. Maybe this will be the last run. Let's see how fit I am at the end of this run. Actually, I think I'll go for Slash. Or I think, wait a second, I have to check the limit for I have to check the limit for Death Spiral because I think it's 30. But I have to make sure it's actually 30 projectiles. Full limit is 19. 19 should be, it's not 30, that's 26. No, it's more. Hexadecimal to decimal. 25. So how many do I shoot right now? Oh, no, I shoot way too many. So bouncing doesn't really benefit me anymore this much. Where's the stuff that I actually want? Nowhere to be seen. So I just need the last gun, which is just hiding. And then I need just a few more passive weapons, and we are done with it. Oh, well, luckily it doesn't matter, but oh, what? Okay. Yeah, definitely need more weapon upgrades. Wow. That's a bad wave to do it on. Yeah, I don't kill enough of them. That is a good one to get. That was a very good one. Duplicator is missing. Very soon we don't have to take Duplicator anymore since plus 10 is the maximum. Then I can finally start taking other stuff. Like, at that point I can actually take Armor and Rune Tracer. Or whatever other evolved weapon is really good. So I'm really glad that we are soon there. It's sad that continuously doing the same thing again and again while expecting what is not happening is insanity. Isn't the saying insanity is doing the same thing over and over again but expecting a different outcome? Or something like this? But yes, that is definitely true. Wow. I've seen a blue gun now 3 times. Made it to the end and killed the Reaper in the Bone Zone, so happy. Good job there. Congratulations. Since the weather got hot, I had one fly come in, and that fly really bothers me. I don't know why it's even here, but it's just this one fly, and it's really bothering me. Because it constantly goes on my arm and stuff like this. Wow, that was a very late stone mask. Oh. There we go. Frick, I got the only thing I'm good at wrong. Nah, no worries. I mean, my quote was also wrong. You know, it was not precise. And in the end, it both had the same meaning. I made like 250k, nice one. Looking for moisture. I wish there was a chat log. And I would actually just like to see your chat log, Lord. Because I know sometimes you wrote really like messages that made a lot of sense and were just totally normal, and other times you went for the other bogus. Flies are devil servants, honestly. I hate them to death, same here. They are so annoying. I don't even care if they are around me. Or one of them, or two of them. Like, if it's a lot of them, then I get concerned that if something is going on here, you know. But like, the thing is, they don't stop pissing you off. Like, why? How stupid are you? Well, fair enough. Arctic. Oh, I didn't even want to get the ring yet. Oh, it's fine. Oh, I don't have the gold. Where? Ooh, there. Thank you. So can I now out-heal the guy? Yeah. I just need a wave with more spawns, then it works. Nice. It's done. Mosquitoes are worse than flies in my opinion. Oh, that is definitely true. We just don't have a lot of mosquitoes here. We have a few of them sometimes, and okay, to be fair, one of them is enough that you have like a hell of a night for a week or so. But in Germany they are not that common. Oh, the fly. Yes. In Brazil, they're freaking everywhere. Yeah, I know. Especially in the hotter countries. But then again, Germany seems to be trending towards that now. But yeah. I couldn't bear standing that. A ton of mosquitoes. The worst thing is if you just hear this. Especially like right when you're about to fall asleep. When you already are half in dream world. And you already can see in front of your eyes the dream starting. And then you hear this. And especially when it lands, you know, and you don't know what's going on. Ugh. Yeah, I also saw a video like that, Allison. Like in a lab where they were testing that stuff. Mosquitoes and stuff like this. Good morning, Hinsky. Did you actually wake up at 6 AM for grinding balls? No, I didn't go to sleep. Or I couldn't sleep, rather. But I think this run is the last run. Because I think I'm getting tired enough that I'll actually fall asleep. Yeah, that is it. Like, especially when you start turning on the lights and you just search for the mosquito that just woke you up and you just see nothing at all. And like the moment you turn off the lights again, it's again at your head. And just buzzing around the ears and annoying you. Just give me Clock Lancet again. Ah, okay, fair enough. I got it a couple of times. Oh, that might work. To just have light in another room to lure them in and can close the door or something. There are only a few things that I really hate sound-wise. And I don't even know which one is worse of them for me. So I'll just list all of them free. Like all three of them. Bird chirpings here. Because they're insanely loud and insanely close to my window. And like, when I was younger I really enjoyed that. But they were further away, you know. They had some distance. Here, it's like just a couple meters away. And they are so freaking loud. We also have an owl here around the corner. Which means at night you constantly hear this hoo hoo, hoo hoo. Not the last part, that is me. But it's also very, very annoying. Actually, let's try something else. And the third one is children screaming. Because I really dislike children. And if I wake up from them screaming and playing and stuff like this early in the morning, I hate everything. Baby crying is the worst. Yeah, that's worse. That's true. That's worse. By far. But the thing is, usually when a baby cries, they tend, like, it doesn't tend to go on for that long. But when children scream, they tend to be playing outside, and that can last for hours. One year there was a woodpecker going at a metal blade on the side of the roof. That was something. Oh my god, I can imagine that. Stray cats fighting mating. Yeah, that as well, but that doesn't happen too often here, so it's nothing that really bothers me too much. It does happen sometimes late at night, but nothing like where it frequently happens. Yeah, now I get it. Well, it's fine. 5 AM woodpecker goes clang clang clang. Nah, I can definitely see how this would annoy the living hell out of me. For sure. But it's similar to the birds, you know, because they just sit on the roof right on top of me. Or on the other side of the street, but no, it's actually not a street, it's a walking path, like a tiny one, you know, where barely two people can fit. So there's not a lot of distance between my balcony, which I always have the door open, and the roof of the house in front of me. So they sit on top of the roof, which is literally in front of my balcony. And when they scream, it's right into my window. And I always, well, not window, the balcony door. And I always have that one open for air. I need that. If I close it, I just can't breathe properly at night. We just don't have a lot of stray cats here. Like, sometimes you see one or two, but that's also it. You know, so you won't ever see or hear them mating or fighting or stuff like this. This run feels like it went on for like 30 minutes already. Like, it feels like 10 minutes passed and I'm only 5 minutes further in. This is definitely the last run. What is my area? Oh, my area is actually insanely huge. This might be the right time to try out the freeze again from the Clock Lancet, the explosions. Yeah, just waste more time. Alright, dirty dishes. Bye bye. I suppose it's also because we put food outside. Oh yeah, definitely. Yay, level 100. Woohoo. Let's go. "24 seconds. Ugh. We waste so much time. Can I just switch my microphone mid-recording, mid-streaming? Oh, I can. Okay, sorry guys, you gotta listen to my old microphone. There we go. Oh, I can lay back. And I gotta change the chair. Oh, that's good. That's relaxed. I gotta remember to change it again, because otherwise I'll record videos with that. Because I usually move it out of the way, and then this will just mess up the entire recording. Oh, but that feels good to lay back now. How many eggs should I farm in Moongollo before moving to Bone Zone? Only have 100 in Red Death so far. Because you can shift to hurry mode on Moongollo, you're actually way longer there than I expected it to be. It's a very long time, actually. So what I would recommend you doing is do a run on Moongollo, on hurry mode, and measure the time how long it takes to finish a run. Because that includes all the interactions, that includes Reaper killing and stuff like this, you know. And let's say that 7.5 minute run that, you know, you would think it would take. Let's say that takes 15 minutes. And then you compare this to a Bone Zone run, and you notice that this one takes 40 minutes. Then you can calculate how much gold plus golden eggs you're earning on Moongollo in that time. You equalize that to 40 minutes, so you know the goal that you have to earn on Bone Zone. And once you get over that cap, you go to Bone Zone. In my case, it's actually a lot better to farm on Moongollo. It's just so much more tedious, and I need something to chill right now, and I was testing out different things. Yeah, I'll see if I will stream again today. Like, I plan to, definitely. But I might also just do a bunch of recordings that I have videos for tomorrow and for Monday. Oh, tomorrow is Monday. For today and Monday. Right. I need a video for today. Hellfire is so damn dope. It is until it gets taken over by Death Spiral. The problem is the randomness of the Hellfire. It doesn't actually take too long that Hellfire becomes worse than Death Spiral. But right now the crit chance on Death Spiral is just way too bad. It's too unreliable. It's like Hellfire. Like every shot Hellfire does that doesn't crit on stronger enemies is like Hellfire not shooting there. It's the same thing. Like it doesn't matter how much damage a weapon does. Like let's say the enemy has 1000 HP and the weapon does 900 damage to all the enemies. It will have a stupid amount of damage, but it didn't kill a single one. So you would rather take a weapon that shoots less often, but it deals 1k damage or 1.1k. So you would have less damage in total, but you will have more kills. Have a good day, Dex. Thank you, Doomster. Now, but honestly speaking, I think my two favorite Arcana are actually Slash and Heart of Fire. Not because of, like in general, if I had to pick some, but because they took really bad weapons and made them viable again. Hellfire was horrible. Like, Hellfire was dropped out of everything. Like, people even took Spinach and didn't even go for Hellfire. Bloody Tear and Knives became insanely good. Well, not insanely good, but they became viable again, that you could go for them if you went for specific builds. Like, kill record runs on Leda used Knives. You just whirl around all the time and kill everything with bouncing and crits. Actually, that's also not true, because you start with Awake. No, you don't. Yeah, oh wait, never mind, that is true. Yeah. Like, they didn't even take Hellfire. It was not worth it, because the crit on the Knives was so good with the bouncing. I don't recommend using the Sucker at 21 minutes. Because at best you get 3x. And that's only 30k. If you power up a weapon instead, like let's say you take the bouncing on the Death Spiral, as long as you don't have too many projectiles, or you take the Heart of Fire, you get so many more kills. Like each coin that I'm collecting for a kill is worth 6 gold, right? So if that Arcana gives me 5000 kills, and 5000 kills is nothing if you think about it, then that means I earned 30k gold from that Arcana. Which is the equivalent to the pull-in from the Golden Axe with the stage items. Oh, that's right. Bye, Allison. Good night. The real issue with the entire gold farming and everything is there are so many nuances and things that you can do. And what might be the best thing right now, 100x later, turns into like the 4th best thing, you know, a lot worse. And it constantly changes, and depending on what character you have, it also drastically changes. Like, the build on Smith and Pugnala was somewhat similar because they scale the same way. But for example, Smith could also go for Center Water so easily because of his insane area boost. And it was so good on him. While on Pugnala, Center Water is a piss poor weapon, where you have to wait 26 minutes until it starts dealing damage. Because the enemies, look at this, the enemies wouldn't even get to the field of it. Or if they get to the field of it, it doesn't even have a big impact, because even the eyeballs would kill them. And they are horrible. It's only when the enemies become so tanky that they manage to rush in that the weapon can be used. Unless you have a ton of area, where Center Water slowly turns into pretty much the best weapon in the game. Same with Lightning Ring. Well, not actually same. Lightning Ring is okay early on. It's not amazing, to be honest. But it's okay. But the longer you go, the more AoE you will have on the strike, and eventually one strike will just hit 1/3 of the screen. But you have like, what, 12 strikes on it. Like, the most lazy ways of gold farming that I've seen is you just take Center Water and Lightning Ring. I've even seen people just go for Lightning Ring and nothing else. You evolved the Lance insanely at minute 21 though. I mean, you can just walk to the second one, like I did here. There. Pick them both up. And have it evolved. There are a couple of waves that are really bad for gold farming, because you don't have a lot of enemies spawning, and you can just freely walk around. And the earlier the wave, the better it is usually. There's only one exception, which is minute 9, because minute 9 is insanely good for gold farming. It's like one of the best waves here. Big money there? Yes. My hope is we reach 600k, but I highly doubt it. Which of the games with a similar formula is your favorite that you have played so far? Halftime Heroes, 20 Minutes Till Dawn, Nomad Survival, something else? I actually, on my Discord, I wrote a comparison between all of them. I can't even post that here. I think the one that I even think of, you know, where I think of it and I'm like, oh, I actually want to play that now, is, where is it? Oh, I have a search there. Where is it? My game slows down when I tap out. Bounty of One. There are a bunch of the games that I like for their own reason, but for example, 20 Minutes Till Dawn is fun if you play it 5 times and after that you have seen everything in the game and you just repeat exactly the same stuff. Which, I'm already doing that in Vampire Survivors. I don't need another game where I'm exactly doing the same stuff when I gold farm, you know. Bounty of One looks insanely promising, especially with the multiplayer mode, the co-op mode. And it's actually a challenging game, you know. It's not just, yeah, you just kill everything. 20 Minutes Till Dawn, I liked when it was difficult, and the developer patched it multiple times to make it easier for people. And now it's like, wow, you need to really try to lose the game. Like if you played it like just 5 times. Like, I haven't played the game a lot, and I nearly fell asleep the last time I played. It's not a bad game, don't get me wrong, it's definitely worth its money. It's only $3, right? You can have a lot of fun there, but it's just very limited. One thing that you would see, if I would actually make a tier list, you will see that I would always say that this game has something unique about it that I really enjoy and really like, and this and blah and blah, but that is also the only section where it's really good, and in all the other things it's lackluster. In 20 Minutes Till Dawn, it's diversity, it's content that is missing. In Spirit Hunter, it's a proper balance of weapons and progress. In Halftime Heroes, it's content and balance and gold balance a lot. Aside from that, like, for example, Halftime Heroes, what I love so much about it, custom character, equipment, especially the equipment, oh my god, that this is the first game that does it, is so sad. Because the idea is so simple and it's so great to farm for that. It makes so much fun to collect things for me. And it's the only game that does that. But sadly, after my like 3rd run, I earned in that run so much gold that I bought everything that was available, and they were really expensive. But you earn so much gold there, it's so unbalanced, that I was just done. Like, I had no reason to really continue, aside from just, you know, enjoying the game and having fun, but yeah. It actually looks like this will be our first 600k break. Nice. Where are you from, Dex? I'm from Germany. Does Evolved Lancet work with the Arcana that makes frozen enemies explode? Yes. Yes, it definitely does. And it's a very, very strong explosion, but you need a lot of area to make it good. Like, the more area you have, the bigger the explosion will be. And it will turn into a huge vibe. Like, Hellfire can't compete with that even. Hey Dex, did you try the new content of Beautiful Mystic Survivors? I actually did a recording of that. And the problem was that when a game is on full screen for me, the recording software only takes the very first frame of the recording and the mouse inputs, and that's it, nothing happens. So the entire recording was entirely wasted and useless. And then I lost motivation, and then I messed up a recording in Vampire Survivors of an Infinity Weapon. So now I'm totally out of motivation to do a recording for today. Have you ever played Nation Red? Never heard of it. The problem with Beautiful Mystic Survivors is, I think the entire focus of the game seems to be, and I might be wrong with this, hopefully I'm not, seems to be on sexy Mystic Survivors, and Beautiful Mystic Survivors doesn't receive the same love, but I can only play that game. Like, I played it today, and I had 55,000 gold, which was enough to buy all the upgrades, right? When I went into the update, that means you can expect that I have way more gold than a bunch of people had. Not all of them, but a bunch of people, because it was really grindy to get the gold. And gold farming seems to have become a lot worse. The game has become so hard that I literally can't move around after minute 9. And I just have to pray that the enemies do not kill me. And it's not a very enjoyable thing if you want to show off a game and all you do is you keep dying all the time. And I can't even afford new upgrades because, like, if I want to buy an upgrade right now, it costs me 1k gold, which is like 3 or 4 runs. Which used to be, like, I would earn per run like 2 to 3k gold in the old version. The Mystic Survivors kills my laptop. Press escape, go into options, go into graphics, put a frame cap on it, put the graphics to low or minimum or whatever it is, the lowest setting. Because I think the game is uncapped. Yeah, turn on VSync and cap the game there. And put the graphics to low. The only thing that it does is it hides the grass. Like, it doesn't change anything about the textures or so, it just hides the grass. My graphics card was running at like 90 to 100% exhaustion in normal graphics and uncapped. And after capping it, it was only running at like 20 to 30%. That did the trick for me. And you don't lose anything about the feeling of the game. Just that the grass is... Okay. Just that the grass is not as thick anymore. Which honestly is actually better because they see more. Oh, there was another game that I highly enjoyed. And I actually want to play more of that. Like, out of personal interest, not even for a video. Kingdom Gun. I love the concept of fighting a few enemies and then you get to choose a room. And after you choose the room, you get an upgrade that you choose, obviously. And then you fight more enemies. The problem was I only played the very first level, which barely had any enemies, so it looked really pathetic. That was an amazing run, by the way. Holy moly. Yeah, okay, Death's Well did 130 million. But Fira again, here top performer. Honestly, I think it would just be better to get rid of Hellfire. As stupid as it sounds. Like, the thing with Thunderloop is, Thunderloop will always hit the enemies that are left over. It's the only weapon that reliably will hit enemies that are around. Like, Hellfire might shoot 5 times into the same direction, and like 4 of the shots are wasted. While Thunderloop, you can guarantee that every single hit that it does will land. Only the second strike might miss, you know, because nothing is there anymore. So the 46 million damage here have so much more value than the 56 million down here. Because this one here, you might also get rid of Hellfire, and maybe Death Spiral would just take over what Hellfire is doing here. Just delayed by 0.1 seconds, so Hellfire was first. That might be worth a try. But the question is, what weapon would I go for? Probably Center Water, honestly. Back to Center Water. Then again, very soon I can get rid of the Duplicator. And that means I have another passive weapon opened up. So I could just go for Rune Tracer at that point, no future. But I mean, that run was top tier. Let's just quickly buy the eggs so I can update everything and we know how many eggs we have. Good morning. And sorry, I'm about to leave. Wow, we just casually farmed 230 eggs here in the stream. There we go. Oh, we farmed more than 230. We started at 1017. Oh. Or I didn't have the title updated, that could also be. But that means we nearly farmed 300 eggs here. If that's true. Just woke up and you're still farming? No, I couldn't sleep, so I went for a short farming session, and now I'm actually done and will go to sleep. I don't know, how long is the stream? 2.5 hours for 300 eggs? I think that is fine. So guys, thank you for joining. I will get some rest, and I will later decide whether I will do a recording for Vampire Survivors and some other games, or if I'll just continue the stream and we'll just, yeah, do that. So again, thank you a lot for being around, and see you later, or see you maybe in 1 week, because the next one would be Friday next week. Bye bye.